Hello everyone, welcomes to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 8 ways that Kody Brown ruined his family. Kody Brown, his 3 wives, and their 13 children were first presented to viewers of Sister Wives in 2010, but the family has since disintegrated. Robin Brown, who Kody eventually married for the 4th time, was someone he met and courted during the first season. After Kody adopted her 3 kids, the couple went on to have 2 more of their own, bringing the total number of kids to 18. After Christine Brown and Kody broke up in Sister Wives season 17, the Brown family began to fall apart. After 25 years as Kody's 3rd wife, Christine left him in 2021. Following 30 years of matrimony, Kody's 2nd wife, Janelle Brown, made the decision to depart as well in 2022. Mary Brown, Kody's 1st wife, finally left the multiple marriage after growing weary of Kody's mistreatment. Robin is the 4th and most recent wife of Kody, and it is Kody's fault that his family has been destroyed. Throughout the years, Kody would frequently bemoan the fact that every lady in a plural marriage became the leader of her own family. The ladies naturally become more independent and accustomed to making decisions for both themselves and their biological children when their husbands are only there sometimes. Kody became enraged with Christine and Janelle for taking decisive action without seeking his input, which infuriated the wives and strained his relationship with the children. It didn't help that Janelle continued to try to save the marriage with minimal assistance from Kody, and Christine felt she wasn't receiving the closeness and physical connection she required from him. The Browns eventually bought a sizable plot of property in Coyote Pass in Flagstaff, Arizona, with the intention of building a home where they could finally be together as a family because they were tired of moving about so much and living in different houses. But the family only experienced problems as a result of the land purchase. One reason was that not every wife wanted to live in a single, enormous house with their spouses. Kody split up the land into lots so that each lady could construct her own home, but this just made matters worse since there were grudges about who had the finest lot. The 3 wives and 13 kids of the Browns occupied a sizable Utah home when we first met them. The home, constructed by a polygamist, included separate kitchens and suites for each of the women. Due to the fact that polygamy was prohibited in Utah, Kody chose to relocate his family out of state and into 4 different residences out of fear of legal action from the state. For the Brown family, moving into separate residences marked the beginning of the end. Janelle pleaded with Kody to return when Utah decriminalized polygamy in 2021, but he refused, which made it more difficult to bring the family back together. The Brown family eventually made their home in 4 different homes in a cul-de-sac in Las Vegas, Nevada. Better than the shared house in Utah, this was the perfect arrangement. Every lady might have her own house here, and Kody could view all of his wives and kids just by crossing the street. But just as in Utah, Kody became to worry that Nevada might pursue them for polygamy, so he moved his whole family to Arizona. Kody made a grave error in his decision, as the family would never again reside in close proximity. The dynamics between Kody and his other 3 wives shifted when he added a new woman to their multiple marriage. When Kody freely showed his preference for Robin and spent more time at her place, he exacerbated the awkward situation. The other wives realized that his relationship with Robin was not the same as his relationship with them. His preference for Robin led to a falling out with Christine, who grew more and more envious of their bond. Additionally, as he spent more time with Robin, he neglected his other spouses as well, which had an adverse effect on all of his relationships, including his children. Even before he married Robin, Kody had a history of abusing Mary, but, after they separated, he saw less and less of his first wife. Kody had less and less reason to spend nights at Mary's house now that their sole child was grown and out of the house, and he made the most of it. Rather than appreciating the marriage and trying to make Mary happy, he would consistently reject her and disregard her more and more. In order to spend more time with Robin, he had been neglecting his other wives, and his mistreatment of her first wife helped set the precedent for those other wives. Mary remained faithful even after Kody told her he was no longer attracted to her, despite the abuse she endured from him. She would never be treated like a true wife by Kody. By the time COVID-19 arrived, the Brown family was already facing challenges. The pandemic exposed and severed the family's profound divisions. Since Kody was the most risk-apprehensive among the families, he would often go for extended stretches of time without visiting other family members. Kody was at odds with a number of his boys, accusing them of not being cautious enough. He was so frightened of flying that he even skipped his daughter Isabel Brown's scoliosis surgery. During the holidays, Kody would not allow family members to see him unless they adhered to stringent COVID regulations, such as cleaning foodstuffs, changing clothes before entering the house, and putting mail outside for a full day. Upon hearing that some family members couldn't adhere to his guidelines, Kody declined to spend Thanksgiving and Christmas with them. The pandemic caused the family to split up for the first time for the holidays, permanently altering their dynamic and culture. It had been 16 years since the Browns had welcomed a new woman into the family when Kody married Robin. While it was inevitable that the status quo would change, Kody didn't go above and beyond to make the addition of a fourth wife workable. He battled for years to be sufficient for 3 ladies. It should come as no surprise that adding a fourth wife reduced Kody's share of the spotlight. Prior to adding to his already troubled multiple marriage, Kody ought to have been more honest about his limitations. Upon the conclusion of Season 18 of Sister Wives, Kody and Robin inadvertently entered a monogamous relationship. Sister Spouses Kody Earthy Colored's actual perfect partner isn't Robin Brown, it's been this individual from the beginning. Much ado has been made by Sister Spouses watchers about Kody Earthy Colored finding his perfect partner in his once fourth, presently legitimate wife, Robin Brown. In any case, as Season 18 unfurls, the attention star seems to have moved his loyalties. In the series, he adulates Robin for her dependability as far as he might be concerned, yet Kody's essential concern remains his own requirements. Along these lines, apparently maybe Kody's actual perfect partner was never Robin, it was himself. All through Season 18, Kody Brown has generally put his longings first. His whole storyline this season fixates on how he feels violated by 3 of his spouses and their kids and how Robin and their family treat him with the regard he accepts he merits. Kody burns through the vast majority of his confession booths, taking a stand in opposition to ex-Christine, guaranteeing she rubbish talks him to their kids. The tender loving care star guarantees his union with Mary Brown no longer suits his necessities and opposes Janelle for picking their children over him in regards to his severe coronavirus, COVID, rules. At last, Kody is most inspired by those relatives who give him consideration. Other than Robin, he values their common youngsters since they see him as the top of their family, a job he appreciates playing. These are only a couple of instances of how Kody has consistently put his cravings first. Nonetheless, while Robin may not be Kody's actual perfect partner, they satisfy one more fundamental requirement for the other. While Christine and Janelle Brown claim that Kody and Robin Brown are soulmates, viewers feel differently. In a Reddit thread dedicated to Sister Wives, fans believe the couple are co-conspirators. I'm not entirely sure Kody is capable of really loving anyone. Whether he's an actual narcissist isn't for me to diagnose, but he certainly has narcissistic tendencies. At best, he loves the way Robin makes him feel because she's obedient and builds him up, manipulation on her part, wrote one fan. I think both have anxious attachment styles, and Kody and Robin's relationship shows they are both kinds of users. They are superficial and use people for their wants and the status they think the other person can give them. As those things falter and change, so do their feelings, a second Reddit user noted.